Hello and welcome to today's video all about being scared of childbirth. I have to say that when I was pregnant I had so many fears and anxieties related to pregnancy itself and also related to labour and birth, and it was only when I turned about 7 months pregnant after doing a hypnobirthing course that I was actually able to let go of the fears that I was carrying and really look forward to the day of my daughter's birth. So it's really common to feel anxious about pregnancy, to have worries about childbirth. I don't think I've come across many pregnant women who can say to me, I'm completely anxiety free, I'm really happy and excited about being pregnant, I'm really looking forward to giving birth. I think maybe I've met one or two women who have said that to me, and I'm sure that in the back of their minds they've had some fears and anxieties niggling in there. What I'm going to do today is address the main fears that most pregnant women carry about childbirth and give you some simple and effective solutions to help you to deal with them. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Anja and I'm an antenatal class teacher specialising in hypnobirthing. On my YouTube channel you'll find pregnancy tips, birth preparation videos, as well as pregnancy meditations, hypnobirthing relaxation MP3s, postpartum meditations and postnatal care tips. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you'll get notified when I upload new videos. A new one comes out every single Tuesday. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the pain of childbirth. So no one likes to be in pain, and labour is known to be painful. I have to say that the pain of childbirth was one of my major worries when I was pregnant, but I can safely say to you that I managed my 24-hour labour from start to finish with just a bit of gas and air and a few paracetamol. I had learnt on a hypnobirthing course all of the natural comfort measures that I could incorporate to lower the pain that I was experiencing, to manage the discomfort as my contractions got more and more intense. And I learnt 2 fantastic breathing techniques to help me through the cervical dilation phase of labour and the pushing stage of labour. I recommend that you check out the video on this screen right now, which is going to teach you some amazing natural pain relieving tips for labour, and also check out the breathing technique videos on my YouTube channel. If you want to completely combat your fear of childbirth pain, I recommend that you invest in a full hypnobirthing course, and if you'd like more information about my hypnobirthing courses, simply click the links in the video description below. Another thing that many pregnant women worry about during pregnancy is the fear of vaginal tearing. Now this was a major fear of mine as well, but on a hypnobirthing course I learned loads of useful ways to reduce my risk of vaginal tearing. And one major way is to learn and practice perineal massage from 34 weeks of pregnancy. So I recommend that you check out my perineal massage video on my YouTube channel for more information about that. Another fear that many women carry is having a C-section. This wasn't particularly a fear of mine, but it was in the back of my mind, what if I need to have a C-section, how am I going to deal with it? One of the best things that you can do is keep an open mind about things. Obviously it's great to have your birth preferences in mind, but it's not a good idea to completely fixate and focus on a vaginal delivery. It's a really good idea to educate yourself during pregnancy about what a caesarean delivery would involve, so that it doesn't come as a shock to you if you need to have one for medical reasons or due to unexpected circumstances. Already uploaded to my YouTube channel is a C-section meditation, so if you know that you're definitely going to deliver your baby via caesarean section, or a C-section is suggested to you further along in your pregnancy, that meditation track can really help you to release any fears or anxieties that you might be carrying about the C-section procedure and help you to feel calm, confident, excited and empowered about an abdominal delivery. So please do check it out. Another fear that many women carry is, I'm not going to make it to the hospital in time and my baby's going to be born en route to the hospital. This wasn't a fear of mine because I planned to have a home birth and I did end up having a successful home birth, but I know that many women that I teach on my hypnobirthing courses worry that their baby's going to arrive in the car. To To ensure that this doesn't happen, it's really important that you know how to time your contractions correctly and when the right time to travel to the hospital or birth centre is during your labour. So please check out my contractions timing videos over on my channel for more information about that. Another thing that you might be concerned about is pooping in front of your partner during childbirth. I was a little bit worried about this. I felt like I was going to be really embarrassed about doing a poo in front of my partner, but on the day I literally could not have cared less, and I actually did a little bit of a poo, but it was only a small little dropping, a little bit like a rabbit dropping or something that you'd find in a field somewhere, and it was quickly sieved out of my birth pool and put into a bin. Now, the reason that you won't do much of a poo during labour is because your body will eliminate as much waste product from your system before labour actually begins to create optimal space in your abdomen for a smooth and comfortable labour and birth. But if you are feeling anxious about pooping in front of your partner during childbirth, I recommend you check out my pooping in childbirth video on my channel for more information about that. Another thing that you might be worried about is having an epidural. Now, an epidural can be an absolute godsend in labour, and it's especially useful if you've had a really long labour, you're exhausted and you just want to have a bit of a sleep before the pushing stage of childbirth. And it's also great just to completely get rid of any contraction discomfort. I don't want you to rule out having an epidural because it can be really useful for a woman to have in labour. But many women have a fear of needles, and if you have a fear of needles, it can be very, very hard for you to stay still and not panic when you're having that big needle injected into the bottom part of your spine. If you are worried about having an epidural and you have a fear of needles, I would recommend that you book a hypnotherapy session during pregnancy to help you to overcome your anxiety related to needles. I would also recommend that you check out my epidural video on my YouTube channel discussing the pros and cons of having one, so that if an epidural is suggested to you during labour, you can make an informed choice as to whether it's the right decision for you. Another thing that you might be worrying about is the fear of dying during pregnancy or childbirth, or your baby being a stillborn. Whilst this is pretty rare, it's usually linked to poor medical assistance, so it's really important that during your pregnancy you advocate for yourself, you demand the highest standard of maternity care, and if you're ever not happy with the care that you're receiving, you put in a complaint and you ask for a change of care team. I wasn't particularly happy with the first midwife that was allocated to me, so I asked for another lady to come and replace her, and I was much happier afterwards. It's really, really important that you do communicate openly with your care team, and if you're ever concerned about your health or your baby's health, you get checked out at the hospital immediately, just to stack all the odds in your favour for a calmer pregnancy and a healthy labour and delivery. One thing that I would absolutely recommend that you do during pregnancy is listen to pregnancy meditations and hypnobirthing relaxation audios. What they do is they guide you into a deeply relaxed state in your mind and your body. They help to reduce any fears or anxieties that you might carry about you not being okay or your baby not being safe or healthy in the womb. They help you to trust the process of pregnancy, to have faith that all is well with your baby in the womb, help you to relax as you progress through your pregnancy really, and to also give you faith in your maternal instincts. So if ever you thought, I don't think something's quite right here with me or my baby, you would have the confidence to get checked out straight away. So there's loads of pregnancy meditations and hypnobirthing relaxation audios already uploaded onto my YouTube channel. Do have a look at them and choose a few to listen to. I recommend that you listen to at least one every single day, because the more that you listen to them in pregnancy, the more calm and confidence they will give you. Another fear that you might be carrying is losing control during labour or feeling out of control, and this was definitely a fear of mine because I am a self-confessed control freak by nature. But as a mother, I've learned to surrender and let go of a lot of things, because I've learned that it isn't 100% possible to control every single aspect of your life. And the same goes for childbirth. Childbirth is never going to go 100% to plan. You've got to keep an open mind about certain unexpected things possibly arising and know how to deal with those things should they arise. So the best thing that you can do when it comes to childbirth is to educate yourself about the process, and that's going to allow you to feel as in control as you possibly can be. And the best way of doing this is to invest in a hypnobirthing course. Now, I wouldn't be sitting here today recording this video had I not done a hypnobirthing course, because it was completely transformative. I spent 7 months of my pregnancy feeling anxious and afraid about so many things related to pregnancy, labour and birth, but after doing a hypnobirthing course I felt really excited and empowered about childbirth. And then I went on to be a hypnobirthing practitioner as a result of the birth experience that I'd had. So if you would like to find out about my hypnobirthing courses, as I said earlier, just click the links in the video description below for more information. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you found it useful and informative. If you've got any questions or comments to make, please let me know by leaving me a message down below. And if there's any childbirth fears or anxieties that you're carrying that I haven't covered today, please also let me know and I will get back to you as soon as possible with a solution to your fears. Take care and see you again in the next video.